All right, hello and welcome to this live class. My name is Alan from SET English, and today we're going to jump straight into a class about introducing yourself in OET speaking. Okay, so let's talk about this. I'm going to show you my screen here. You guys can see this. I want to talk. Let me just zoom in slightly. 1 second. I want to talk today about. 1 second. Can't seem to do this here. Can I type? Oh, why is that? Interesting. So just give me 1 second, guys. I think I'm having a slight technical problem here where I can't actually type. Okay, but I am still here. Let's see who's watching today. We've got 3 people watching. So if you're watching, say hello. My name is Alan from SET English. We will be having a class in a second, but I just need to make sure I can get my document to work here. And my program has been just playing up a little bit. So just bear with me 1 second, everyone, please. Aha! Maybe I can do it now. Ooh, okay. 1 second. Let's try this, guys. Hey, okay. All right, so don't worry. Everything is under control. This is a live class and I just had a slight technical problem. Okay, so as I said before, we're going to be looking at speaking introductions. Okay, so how to write an introduction, how to introduce yourself in OET speaking. Okay, that's what I want to talk to you about today. But if you're watching, it seems like we have 7 people watching. Say hello to me. I will be responding to you guys, so you can say things on the chat. I'll read your responses. Why don't you tell me your name, tell me where you're from, tell me if you're a nurse or a doctor, and I'll be responding to you. Okay, so first thing, guys, we want to just start by saying, say hello. Okay, just say hello. And I'll be reading the comments on Facebook. I can see them all. Okay, so just to show you that this really is, well, if you don't need convincing already, let me just show that this is live. So you can see here, guys, hello there, Ola. Let me just show you, this is what Ola says. Nora Witz and Catalina, nice to see you guys. Sorry about the slight technical errors. Okay, so we're going to talk about how to introduce yourself in OET speaking. As I said before, my name is Alan from SET English. Hit the like button, share this video with friends if you want. It is useful, maybe a slow start, but I promise there's some really good stuff in this video. Let's start by asking a simple question. According to OET, what makes a good introduction? That's what I want to start in OET speaking. What do you think, Catalina? In general, what are OET looking for? What do they want? Okay, so we're talking about introducing yourself in OET speaking, and I'd like you guys, Catalina, Nora Witz, all of you guys, what do they want? Okay? Just type in the chat. And I would like you guys to tell me what you think the answer is here. Okay, what do they want? Okay, so I think we have some answers from some of these guys. Just type in on the phone, guys. I will put your answers into my class. So you can just type in your opinions. Catalina, Ola, Hussein, what do OET want? What are they looking for? Okay, and I'll give you a clue. Let me give you a clue. Here is a clue. The answer to the question is here. All right, we can see the answer here. Somewhere here, OET talk about introductions. Which one is it, guys? Is it A1? Is it A2? Is it A3? Is it A4? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat, okay? Let me just make this a bit more simple. All right, okay, so I think we might have some answers from some of you. So Ola says A1, okay? Guys, what do we all think? Is Ola right? Ola is saying it's A1. That's the important thing here. Let me just copy paste this so you can see her answer here, guys. A1, is she right? Just make this a bit bigger. So that means, Ola, if you're right, A1 says initiating the interaction appropriately. That's A1, guys. What does, Ola, I think you're right here. But the question I want to ask you, Ola, is this. So A1, what does appropriately mean? What does this word here mean, guys? And again, type on the chat if you're watching on Facebook. This is a live interactive class. Type in the chat box. What do you think it means? Shani, nice to see you, sir. What does it mean appropriately here? Anyone? What does that mean? Like, imagine I'm visiting a patient in the home. So I'm in their home and I say, hello, John. Thanks for coming in today. How are you feeling at the moment? Thanks for coming in today. Is that appropriate? Is that appropriate for a home visit? What does appropriate mean? You guys type in the chat. If you're on Facebook, tell me, what does it mean, appropriate? Okay, I think someone's answered it. Thank you. Someone's saying the introduction, okay, must match the situation. Okay, so that's the key thing for an introduction OET. The introduction must match the situation. You can't say, thanks for coming in today, if you're in someone's home. Okay? So usually in SET, I'm going to do this quite quickly today. I'll give you a quick overview, guys, of what you need to be doing in the exam. Okay, so a quick overview. Quick overview of introductions. Okay? Usually, I like to think of it like this. Let's think of it like this, guys. Let's say that we have 3 situations, okay? So let's make a table like this. You can all see this here, okay? Now, we can say that there is the situation here, and usually there are 3 situations in OET. Do you guys know what they are? Anyone here know what the 3 situations are? Anyone here want to tell me in the chat? The situation can be home visit. It can be clinic. Or, anyone want to tell me? What are the 3 appropriate? Anyone know here? The last one is, of course, hospital. Okay? So, hospital. So we've got to think about situation, all right? Appropriate means situation, okay? Appropriate means situation. Appropriate situation. How many situations do we normally have in OET? Usually there are 3. Home visit, clinic, hospital. But what about this? This is also very important. Does anyone know why do I have 2 columns? Why do I have 2 columns here. Type in the chat if you think you know. So we've got column 1. You can see here. Column 1. Column 2. Why am I doing that? Does anyone know here an appropriate introduction needs to have really these situations, but also something else? Guys, we need to have known patient and we need to have an unknown patient. Okay? So one more time. Okay, what makes a good introduction? What is a good introduction in OET? Answer: appropriate introduction. Appropriate. What does appropriate mean? Well, for example, home visit introduction, clinic introduction, hospital introduction. Okay? But also, what is appropriate? What does appropriate mean? Also, known patient, unknown patient. Okay? This is the key. So let's just take a known patient. Okay? Known patient, normally we're going to do this. Name. How are you? Okay? Clinic. Name. How are you? Hospital. Name. How are you? Okay? So, for example, if I know the patient already, maybe in the cue card I can see I saw them in the morning, or I saw them last week, or yesterday. I can say, for example, "Hi John, nice to see you again. How are you feeling today?" Okay? Because I already know them, I can see in the cue card that I already know them. I can do that. Okay? What if I don't know them? What about unknown? What about this one? Unknown patient. Do I say, "Hi John"? Of course not. You can't use the name, right? For an unknown patient, we're going to introduce, well, firstly yourself, introduce yourself, then confirm name, and then, "How are you?" Okay? And again, we can kind of repeat this, guys. This pattern, actually, it works for all situations. So I can do this one here. When I say self, by the way, guys, self, I mean introduce self. Okay? So, look, copy paste. Copy paste. All right? It's the same. Now. Let me give you an example. So for an unknown patient, I'm going to say this. Something like, "Hi there, my name is Dr. Wenham, and I'm one of the doctors in the clinic. Can I just confirm your name, please?" Okay, "And may I call you John?" Great, John. "So how are you feeling today?" Okay, so did you notice here, guys, what I did is I introduced myself. Oops. I introduced myself, then I confirmed the name, then "How are you?" Okay, so one more time. "Hello there, my name is Dr. Wenham, and I'm one of the nurses." Oh, I'm not appropriate, okay? "Hello, my name is Alan, and I'm one of the nurses in your, from your local clinic." Okay? "Can I confirm your name, please?" Okay, so how are you today? All right? If it's a known patient, "Hi John, nice to see you again. How are you today?" Okay? So this is like the basic structure. The basic structure is like this. But there are things that sometimes people like to put in. We can put in more things. Okay, so let me ask you guys. Do you know, are there some extra things we can say in an introduction? What do you guys think? Again, if you're watching on Facebook, I'd like you guys to respond. What can we say? What extra things can we say? If you're watching on Facebook, what things can I say? What do you go? By the way, if this is a good class, if you're finding this useful, please hit the like button, share this with your friends. I would really appreciate it. If you're enjoying this, hit the like button, share with friends, please. What do we think, guys? Are there any other things we can say? Are there any extra things we can maybe add in here? What do you guys think? So, Kathleen, you said if you know the patient is medical history or not. That's right, Kathleen. That would be known, unknown. What can I say, guys? Anyone, any ideas? Are there any extra things? Any things I can add in? You guys let me know, please. Maybe you don't know. There's nothing else I can add in? Well, let me teach you guys. It seems like, and I'm not getting any responses, so I'm going to assume you guys don't know any other things. Let me teach you, okay? So let's go into this. Let's look at unknown patients first, okay? With unknown patients, there's a number of things we can do. Often I like to give context, okay? So we can give context here, we can give context here. In fact, we can give context in all of them. Context, okay? What is that? Does anyone know what context is? Does anyone know what it means, context? Type in the chat if you think you know what context means in this context. What does context mean? Why am I typing in context? Okay. Again, if you type in on Facebook, if you're watching this video, type in on the chat, what do I mean by context here? I don't seem to be getting that many responses today, so let me give you an example. Guys, context is when you say things like this. I can see from your notes that, right? I can see from your notes that. Or you might say, I'm aware that. Okay? So let's have an example. Imagine we're doing a home visit. It's a home visit here. Let me just show you. Home visit. And it's an unknown patient. I can say, hello there, my name is Alan and I'm one of the nurses from your local clinic. Okay, can I just confirm your name, please? Okay, great. And may I call you John? Fantastic. Okay, John, so I'm here today to discuss your diabetes. How are you feeling at the moment? All right. So here, context in a home visit, you can say things like this. I am here today. Right? I am here today. That's great context in a home visit. Okay. Context in a clinic, you might say like this. Hi there, my name is Dr. Jones. Can I just confirm your name, please? Okay, great. May I call you John? Okay, fantastic. I'm aware that you have been having problems with your diabetes. So how are you feeling at the moment? So context in a clinic is different from context in a home visit, for example. Okay? Context in a hospital. You might say, I can see from your notes. Okay? So context, it just means that, just means that we're telling the patient that we know something already about the situation. This is a great way to direct the situation, okay? Finally, what about context in a home visit? Is it the same or different? It's exactly the same, guys. I'm here today. I am here today. Okay, so for example, known patient, home visit. Hi John, nice to see you again. I'm here today to follow up on our previous visit from last week. How are you feeling at the moment? Okay, again, in a clinic, hi John, nice to see you again. You could say, I can see from your notes. Or, but I suppose here, if it's known patient, you could say, I'm aware that. Right, so, hi John, nice to see you again. I'm aware that you're still having problems with your medication. So how are you feeling today? Okay. Again, in a hospital, hi John. Here I might say, I'm aware. You could say, I'm aware that your surgery did not go very well, or I'm aware that you had some issues recently with your therapy. How are you feeling today? Right? I'm aware that, or I can see from your notes, or you could say, I can see from your chart. Okay? In a hospital, you have the chart. So context is really important, but it changes depending on the situation. If you're in a home visit, you can say, I am here today too. If it's a clinic, you can say, I'm aware that, or I can see from your notes that. If it's a hospital, again, you can say, I'm aware that, or I can see from your notes that. Okay? So guys, this speaking, this is how to introduce yourself. Learn these six introductions, and that is the first step for being very good at introductions. There are other situations, of course, there are other situations, but these are the main six. Okay? Learn these, memorize these. And an important piece of advice for you guys before I go, don't worry about known patient, unknown patient. Usually, I bet a lot of you guys watching now, you're thinking, oh, how do I know if it's known or unknown? It doesn't matter, okay? Read the card, choose one, and do it like that. Be consistent, okay? OET are going to make this more clear in future cards, and it's just not a big deal, okay? They're not judging you on known or unknown, all right? It's just choose one and do it like that. Read the card, think, do I know the patient here? And just do it like that, okay? Be consistent. Okay, so guys, does anyone have any questions? I've had a good audience today, but not that many questions. Does anyone have any questions here? Any questions? All right, well, if I don't have any questions soon, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been great fun to just lay this out for you. Feel free to type in any questions you want. Okay, I'll be happy to answer anything you want. Finally, let me just mention one other thing you can do while we're waiting. Well, let me just mention, my name is Alan from SET English. We have a school, a live, interactive school with hours of live classes on Zoom. You can talk to me, you can ask questions. We practice the exam every day. There's 4 hours exam practice every day, and we've got great reviews. So check out the school, please. We are a very, very good school with great reviews. If you check out the Google reviews, you will see 5-star reviews on there. And I want to say, as I said, thank you very much for watching. I'll say goodbye. Have a good day.